Today, I got a bad hair day. Today, I gotta find a prop firm that I'm gonna be trading, and I'm stick with that prop firm for a bit. And I gotta find one that matches my trading style and my goals at the moment. So that's the goal for today. Find a prop firm out there that isn't just trying to scam me out of my money, but is actually trying to help me to make trades, to be a successful day trader. Alright, I just finished posting yesterday's video, hence why I'm wearing this. So now I need to, YouTube stuff, that's all done. I now need to focus on my trading language, and I need journal things that I've been noticing that will excel me in my actual live trading. So, and I still haven't found a prop firm. I'm still debating on which one I want to go. I have maybe 3 in mind right now, and one of them is looking better than the other two. So, still need to do some research. I still need to deliver food after this, and I got another thing. I need some time with Jesus. I don't want this panic or frenzy of thinking I need to get out of my situation, putting him aside and trying like work on this, and then I'll get to my relationship with Christ. Now, I know I put him in my relationship as I'm going through this because he will help me out of this. I notice how I'm in panic to like rush things. It's not even panic, it's like fight or flight. Yeah, fight or flight responses are like kicking in, and I'm like, okay, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, plan this out. Time block, time block, time block, time block, time block. I'm trying to manage everything. And when I realized like I gotta kinda relax, put it all on him, and he will just do the rest. He will do everything for me. It'll just fall into place. And I know what that sounds like too. I'm not, or maybe I'm just overthinking it, but it works like this. You remember that story of Moses in the desert? When Moses is in the desert, and the other Jews are with him, they're walking in the desert for 40 years. Why? Because they weren't able to lean on Christ. They weren't able to lean on him because they couldn't see him. They were only going based off what Moses was saying. So Moses was telling them what God was telling him, and so they could only see Moses speaking to them, Moses and Aaron. And so the Jews were very, the Israelites were very, like, how you say it, they were very unsure if God was taking the right way. And because they were unsure, God allowed them to walk in that desert for 40 years until they finally trust him. And unfortunately, not all of them trust him, but there were some faithful ones who did trust him, and they saw the promised land. And the moral of that story is that even though I can't see God, and even though I can't see my future, I still need to trust that he's there and he's guiding me through this. And I gotta put it on him every day. You know, when they were in the desert, when the Israelites were in the desert with Moses, God told them that he was going to provide food for them. So he made it rain this food called manna. And the manna only came down, I think, once a day. Once a day or once a week. It came down either once a day or once a week. And he told them, only pick enough for today. So it was once a day. Pick only enough for today, and lean on me that I'll provide for tomorrow. And so that's what they did. They picked up manna each day for that day only. Not for the week, not for the next day, but just for that one day. And even when we pray, we say, our Father, give us our daily bread. That's where it comes from. You want to lean on Christ today. Just today. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just today. And I know how it sounds like. It sounds like, to the entrepreneurs, to the hardcore entrepreneurs, it sounds like You're giving it up. You're giving it to an illusionary, imaginary universe. Well, I'm not. I'm giving it to God. And so I know what it sounds like, and to somebody outside of the faith. But if you're a brother and you know Christ and you have a relationship with him, this resonates with you, and you know that maybe right now in your life you're relying too much on yourself because you can't see God, and he's trying to talk to you. He's trying to tell you what to do, but yet you're too busy trying to fix things from your understanding, not realizing that he's going to let you walk in that desert for 40 years. Maybe not 40 years, but he's going to let you go back to that job or that problem or that issue more times than not until you finally learn your lesson or lean on him. And until then, you're going to keep going back to the same route for 40 years until I think they got killed. Some of them didn't get killed, but I think they got killed because they just didn't learn how to trust in him. So I'm going to not be like the Israelites and do my best to trust God and make time to just literally listen to him. Literally just sit still in my room and just like, come on, Lord, speak to me. And many times it's going to be silent, but me just sitting in my room when there's a panic right now in my mind, and it feels like in my world, in my reality, there's nothing going in my way. Me sitting there in that reality of like, hey, yeah, there's things going on in my life, and yeah, my brain's gonna panic, but you know what? I'm gonna sit here because I trust you. I know you're there, and I know you're listening, and I know you want to help me. So I'm gonna sit here because you told me to trust you, and because you said to trust you, I will sit here despite everything going in my life. I'm just gonna sit and trust, and just showing that you trust him, showing that you really do believe in him in that manner of putting everything, despite what's going on, you're still gonna trust in him. Things start going your way. I don't know how, but things just somehow magically align for you. What my cancel? I decided to go with Lucid prop firms as my go-to funded challenge account. That's the prop firm I decided to go to. I am on the ES. I'm trading ES. Normally I trade NASDAQ. Normally because NASDAQ is way quicker, but ES is more forgiving. So with my situation at the moment, I need a market that's not gonna crush me every 5 seconds, and that's ES. So I'm on a trade right now. It feels like it's taking forever. I don't know if it's because I feel like I need to make money now, or it's because ES is just this market that takes a while to get set up. I won't lie, it was a dogfight, but I managed to make, zoom in. I made $580. It was a fight, I won't lie, it's a real fight. Right now, the kind of trading I'm doing is Olympic size trading. And I should not be doing that. But sometimes in life you have no choice but to actually jump the gun and hope for the best, even though you know that's not. Even though you know the odds are really against you. Sometimes you gotta gamble. And even though I hate being called a gambler, every time I tell somebody I'm a trader, they always say, oh, you're a professional gambler. You know what? I'm gonna start living up to the name. Yes, I am a professional gambler. Because if I'm a gambler, then that means I'm a card reader. If I'm a card reader, then the odds should be way up the odds should be in favor of me over the guy across his table who doesn't know what he's doing. So I am a professional gambler. I'm one of the best professional gamblers out here. And just like that, Brian Ramirez does it again. I got in there, I had that many contracts, and now we're here. Isn't life beautiful? Now I realize I want to take some turns in this YouTube channel that might question my credibility on whether I trade or not, but I just hope people will see through the character that I play and know that I'm not some gambler. I'm not a degenerate. I actually know what I'm looking for and what I'm doing, but at the same time I know that that's boring. That's boring. And so if my character ever pushes you away, just know that it's just for clicks and likes. But sorry, I gotta get in the trade. There you go. That's pretty. That's beautiful. Look at that. Added one more. I added one more as I was talking to you. And I'm gonna take some right here. Take one. That's too much. Let's buy one more. I can't be too precise because, like I said, ES is very forgiving. If I'm too precise, I'm not getting my take profit. So I have to be a little messy. Not messy, but I have to be a little more generous with my exits. Smart money wants to make money too. Surprisingly, huh? Smart money wants to make money too. I'm gonna end the day with 25,514. So $514 on the second account, and on the first account that I got, I made 580. So not bad for micro lots. I am trading micro ES. So not bad. Not bad at all. I do have like my... Damn, I'm too zoomed in. I do have like my pet peeves when it comes to ES. First pet peeve would be... Nah, bro. First little like observation when it comes to ES is that it's very algorithmic. That's the word. It's very algorithmic. Like I said, it's forgiving. If you never traded ES and NASDAQ, you wouldn't understand what I mean by forgiving. Like, it's very no coloring outside the lines, right? If it goes to a key level, it's gonna go to that key level and then retrace. I mean, yeah, it goes to that key level and then retrace. There's no liquidity sweep, right? You don't fear liquidity sweep after a key level's tagged. With NASDAQ, when a key level's tagged, I always make room for a liquidity sweep because it's just very volatile. Yeah, it's very volatile. ES is more lethargic. It's latent. It's a clean market. It's really clean. It's just very slow. It's very slow. But you gotta do what you got. You know, you gotta adapt to your environment, your situation. And my situation is a fucking situation. I am in a situation, so I have to reel it back a little bit with being a cowboy. Because I'm a cowboy.
Motherfuckers, I'm a goddamn cowboy.
You just saw me put 15 contracts. I think it was 14, but no, it was 15. You saw me put 15 contracts, right? I'm a cowboy.
Goddamn cowboy.
but I also know my markets. I know the feel and taste of them. Yeah, I know exactly whether you could put a blank chart, no name, and I'll tell you if it's either gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, stocks, ES, or YM. I've looked at the YM. I've never really traded the YM, but I'm pretty sure I can tell you what the YM is.
Recycle me culo.
Just put any market. Let me get like 30 minutes of feeling it, and I'll tell you what market I'm in. It's that easy for me to distinguish which one of my girls I'm with. And ES, micro ES, she's cool. She's cool, but she's not like my dream girl. My dream girl is NASDAQ. NASDAQ, that's like the hottest girl in school that you know you have no chance with.
What?
That's my market. I want her. I want to trade her for the rest of my life. And ES is just a like. She's fun. You know, I'm with her for the moment. ES is loyal. I will say she is loyal. That's exactly what ES is like. She's literally loyal. Because you know for a fact she won't like screw you over if you go too heavy. And that's why I'm trading ES, because I know if I do max contracts, and the max contract is 20, so I wasn't even full on, you know, anteing up. But ES, I feel very comfortable to ante up. There is one thing, I need to change my chart color, and I think the next video, either this video or the next video, I'm going to rate charts. I'm a rate charts, see your chart setups. I don't really care if you're profitable or not. But I'm gonna rate charts, and I'm gonna see like who has ass charts versus good charts. Who has like the best charts versus the worst chart setup. So yeah. Next clip. Do you see that? What do you see right there? It's nighttime. I've been indoors all day, studying, perfecting my craft. I'm losing my mind. What's up, guys? It's the next day. I took a big loss today, and right there, 496. I'm still up $83. Markets are. ICT actually mentioned this. He compared the markets as a cruel lover, and they really are a cruel lover. You know, she will entice you, and she would want you to get in, but if your mental state isn't all there, you're gonna get screwed. What happened? Well, we're inside the range right now, right? We're inside the range. There hasn't been a liquidity sweep at all. I never received a call back from my boss yesterday. I think it's a for sure thing that I might be fired. Who knows? Maybe they'll call me today. I normally work Wednesdays. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So maybe that kind of messed me up. Yeah, I just wasn't here. I just wasn't all there. Which is not an issue. The drawdown doesn't bother me. I'm more content knowing that I'm sitting out. I don't need to trade. I don't feel the need to trade. I just need to show discipline at the moment and prove that even when I get drawdown, I'm still in control, right? Because many times you can let these markets control you, and they will violate you in many ways. and I think I'm past that. You know, that point of like, I took a loss. Oh shit, the air is getting like, it's hard to get air inside my lungs. It feels like I'm about to like explode. I need to like get in, and I gotta make it back right now and make some even after I've made back what I lost. And that feeling, I no longer have it. I think it's because I know what I'm doing now. Right now I'm just like, it's like a mosquito bite. I'm like trying not to scratch at it, but I know I want to scratch at it. But I know best, and I'm sitting out, and I'm just going to journal and come back tomorrow. I just received a call back from my boss saying I don't want my shirt off. I just got a call back. I got a job. I'm actually really grateful. I kind of was praying for my job back. She said that I have like a warning, and if I keep horsing around, I'm getting fired. But you don't get it, bro. I need more time. I hate to admit this, but like, money is time. If you have more money, you have more time. And I felt like my time was being cut short. And I'm just very grateful to my boss and God that I have my job back, so I have a little bit more time. And you're probably asking, time for what? To gain experience. I have this. Well, last clip was me trading, right? I'm assuming it was the last thing was me trading, but I've been trying to develop my own trading strategy, and I think I finally have one, and I have no experience with it, so I need time to study it. I need time to know where it feels, how it works, and all that stuff. And I felt too much pressure today. Way too much pressure. Because she said she was going to call me on Monday. It's Tuesday today, and she never called me on Monday, and so I was like, oh shit, I think I'm fired. Like, for realsies this time. But, nah. I went for a run, by the way. That's why I'm nude. What do I do now? I'm wondering. I'm actually happy. So I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna lock in. Because I gained a very valuable lesson out of this. The lesson was, when you're too comfortable, when you think that things are assured to you, I personally get lazy and I don't search. I submit to my situation. I was yesterday, I was just looking for affiliates, platforms. I was thinking of how am I gonna post strategies on like content creating and all that stuff, and it made me realize, where was this for the past year? Like, this version of Brian Ramirez, where were you? Like, you always say you want to do social media, you say you want to do the trading, and you have these dreams, and yet now you're putting all this hard effort. And the excuse was, well, I have a job, you know, I don't have time to be doing this in my job. But like, those, I still have time to think. I still have time to think in my job. You know, I could be thinking. You know, so I guess I'm learning about myself that, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm lazy and easily influenced by my comfort, and that irks me. but I'm glad I was able to capture it before it got too far. And that's what I love. I think I always try to see it from God's stance, and I think he had to have like get my attention somehow. So I spent an unhealthy amount of time in front of my charts, but I've going back to days where I just didn't know what was going on in price action, and it's so much easier now because now I know what I was missing, and just going back to the charts and being able to be like, oh shit, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I understand that. I know why I did that. It just feels good. It feels like I'm making progress, even though I don't have like capital to prove it. I know there's like improvement. I'm tying my shoe, but there's like improvement going on, you know. But yeah, that feels really good, and it's also the Nasdaq. So if you are familiarized with how the Nasdaq moves, you know it could rip your face off in one minute, literally 1 minute, and the market goes like that. It's such a strong market. I love it. But because of where I am right now, my situation, I'm only trading ES since it's more tame. And what I finally found like the right words to explain what that means. Tamed. ES will respect relative equal highs and lows. Nasdaq, it's more jagged. That's what I mean by ES is more tame. ES will leave relative equal highs and lows, and I don't have to worry about them getting taken out. Nasdaq is a different animal. If I see relative equal highs and lows on Nasdaq, I know they're not going to last long. On ES, they'll stay there for a while. That's what I mean by ES is more like forgiving. It's not going to tear your face off in a minute. So that was my day. I'm going to the gym. It's 9. I'm not happy with my body. I really don't like what it looks like right now. Actually, I'm pretty insecure of what I look right now. So, I gotta hit the gym. You gotta get them gains. I just finished my workout. Now I'm like stretching. And I was thinking as I was like lifting, where am I like failing? And I'm realizing like I need to like be consistent. I'm not consistent at all. And I think that's where my like opponent has the upper hand of me, because YouTube is a competition, right? It's all about like who can get the crowd's attention, and the guy who has the crowd's attention is the guy who's consistent. I have not been consistent on YouTube, and I think that's what I gotta work on this year, is just being consistent. And many of the times the reason I'm not consistent is because I feel like it's because I'm being consistent in the charts. Because every day, every morning, every day since I was 18, I've been waking up and going in front of my charts, and that's all I've been doing, in front of my charts. And I choose the charts over vlogging, obviously, but I feel like I'm comfortable to not be in front of the charts anymore and pick up the camera, because I think I have my model. I think I have my strategy like all figured out. So this year I'm definitely going to start just being consistent with the vlogs. Yeah, that's what I'm heading into, going to like 2026. I'm in drawdown right now. Took an L. Alright, I took a loss. Won't lie, got it impulsively. What the hell? Current connection. Who has it right now? Give me a sec. I gotta figure out something. Alright, not you. Alright, took $286 loss. Not the ideal outcome for today, obviously, but the ideal outcome is that I sit out, I don't think about it, I don't overtrade, I don't get in out of revenge, I go about my day, I hit the gym, I grow from it, and I don't let it become an impediment Um, am I angry? I am. I am angry at myself for not sitting out. Um, but you can only move forward if there's resistance. Resistance will build you up. So I'm gonna take those $286 loss as a tool to move forward and work harder. I won't lie, I'm like really irritated with myself because these like stupid mistakes should not be made. Very irritated at the moment. Damn. I know this is like breaking my rules, but I'm gonna treat them.
Yeah, you're an expert. You can talk to me.
I'm gonna get bugged. You've been
King Martin stock, not at all.
Okay, Jerome is speaking right now. We are in the red today. This is the same day. Let's see what Jerome's saying. And we got Zach here.
Hello
What's
there.
up, Zach?
Yo, what's up?
Sure.
Representative of Lockheed Martin. And
Well, Zach, you know about trading. You're saying stuff that only traders know.
I would never.
You are a
I
trader.
don't know nothing.
You're a closeted trader. He's hiding that from me. And here, I've been telling him about the market.
I don't own no stock.
You do own stock. Alright, I'm gonna start taking profit. I'm gonna start actually like locking in. Because I know this will easily turn on me if I don't lock in.
Yeah, this guy. Is that conference good? How good is that conference?
Good afternoon.
Boom. Damn it, look at that. It just like reversed on me.
Achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Although important federal government data for the past couple of months have yet to be released, available public and private sector data suggest that the outcome in October. Conditions in the labor market appear to be
You see how quickly it goes up and now it's gone lower?
somewhat elevated.
Alright, I'm gonna slow down.
One of our goals in light of the balance of risks to
I'm not going to risk anymore because I've been in drawdown and I'm at work. I'm aware I don't have my screens. I have like 6 screens in my room. I don't have the regular train hour chart, so I'm going to sit still and be okay with one contract. What? Alright, I'm up 61 now.
inflation is 2.9% this year and 2.4% next year. Lower than the inflation
I know. I broke my rules,
to 2%.
but I saw opportunity and I took it. Let's just say I saw another opportunity. We're gonna do a trading recap on what that was and what trades I was taking and what I was basing those trades off of. And I was looking at the 2-minute, 5-minute, 10-day. I was using 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute. And I was also using a daily chart. This right here, what's in gray, was this right here. This side. That right there is Monday, 8th, December 25, daily candlestick. And I was using its wick as a key level. And that was my target, right? Let's go to 10-minute. So at 10, so at 2:18, I went short and I was targeting that low right there. It got taken out. Well, actually, I was targeting that low. That's a part of this inefficiency. ES, like I said, is more forgiving. It leaves relative equal lows. Um, I did not get out. I got stopped out here. I then went long, targeting that wick, and then by 11:40, or I mean 2:40, 11:40 here, California time. By 2:40, I went short, and I then stopped. I didn't get back in, even though I was targeting for this up here. Um, it was a good trade. It was a really good trading um day. I felt very empowered. Taking on FOMC. Many times in the past, I've done FOMC and I've gotten my face ripped off. Um, but not today. Not this time. Still risk. Uh, but it feels good to have taken on FOMC like that. But I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I was trading during work hours. I was also uh, not in front of my screens, right? I could have easily taken a loss. It was just luck. Um, there's a lot that I have to work on, like one trading outside of my trading desk and trading agent session when I shouldn't, and also vlogging while trading is not ideal. It's not what I should be doing. And these little things that seem harmless are what are hindering me from actually growing. Because those little things of it's just trading agent sessions. It's good practice, right? It's really good practice. That's literally how how it slides into, yeah, I'm gonna just trade outside the times I'm supposed to trade. If I trade agent session and I call it practice, when it's just creating this habit that I'm allowed to trade Asian session. And then when I have an account, a real account, what do you think I'm gonna do on my spare time when I have nothing else to do and the market's moving? It's very, very volatile. Like right now, it's very volatile. Asian session. Look at that. All that. All that. That's all Asian session. But guess what? I'm not allowed to trade Asian session. Why? Because I live in the Pacific Coast. I literally don't have time to be in front of my charts because I will need to go bed soon. I'm not allowed to trade Asian session, and I make excuses to do it. It's just a lack of discipline. It's a lack of structure. I need structure, and without structure, I will trade outside of my time windows, and those time windows are meant to keep me in a position where I know I'll win. And I don't win in Asian. I just keep losing money in Asian session because I don't really have the time to focus on Asian. I just don't take it seriously. And again, it's not always that volatile. Trading at work. I don't have that many screens. I don't even have a screen. I'm just getting in and out. I um I just know that that's a habit, and today that's a thing that I've been doing, just training at work. And today with that funded challenge account, I got in and I got lucky. It's pure luck. Even though I know what I'm doing, it's luck because any other day it would have been a complete disaster, and it would have been at work, and it would have just thrown my whole day off. Um, and then vlogging. I cannot vlog and trade because either I am dialed in the charts or I'm making content. And then I have to decide, who am I? Am I a content creator or am I a day trader? And I know there's the want to be both, but I have to be disciplined on when I need to be more than the other. I have to be more of a trader when I'm trading and more of an influencer when I am not in front of the charts. And when I'm in front of the charts, I have to be focused and dialed in because if not, I will get my face ripped off by the markets. It's not funny. It's not it's not something that should be brushed over and been like, yeah, all that matters is that I made money. No, no, because any loser with a quarter can make money in the markets. Just flip it, heads or tails. Heads you buy, tails you sell. Anybody can make money in the market if they can manage risk. So it's not I made money, whatever. It's not about the money. It's whether you have something that can outlast something that the market can't taint. What I mean by that is your strategy. If your strategy is consistent and you're putting it to work and it doesn't fail, then then that's what matters. But if you have a strategy but it keeps on failing or something just isn't working, then you're not there yet. And I have a strategy. It's new. I haven't mastered it yet. And so me just slacking off on it and doing reckless stuff is it's not going to help me grow. It's not promoting growth. It's promoting stagnation. I'm not trying to stagnate. I watched this YouTuber today. His name is Leon something. He's British and he's this blonde guy. You can't miss him. I bet like if you're watching this, you've definitely watched him before. His name is Leon Hendricks, whatever. But he had a video today. It's called "This Idea Will Make You Instantly Driven," and the whole video was instead of visualizing only your ideal lifestyle and your dream, visualize your life not changing. Visualize the past, the current, and the future, and visualize your life where it is right now and where it has been in the past has not changed at all. And man, I visualize where I am now, and I visualize where I've been in the past, and I'm visualizing myself still being the same spot I am right now, 5, 10 years down the road, and it makes me miserable. And it's supposed to make me feel like I'm stuck. So then I have I have this drive in me to get out of it. Because people only change their lives once it's too late. Once it's too late, people start taking it seriously. When you don't feel like it's too late, you're comfortable and you say you have enough time. So I like how in his video he makes you hit reality and be like, it's not promised to you, and it's not guaranteed that you'll succeed. And those dreams that you have, they're kind of stagnating. The dreams of I will achieve success no matter what, like on some Tony Robinson type shit, it's not guaranteed for everybody, and just sugarcoating everything, every thought, everything you do, and saying like, yeah, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna get this dream house, I'm gonna buy this supercar. That's good. That's like, sure, that's an objective, right? An objective. I think it's a vague objective, but it's an objective. But where you are currently, if you don't have that drive to do the things that will get you to those dreams of having a supercar, a nice house, and a family, then you're not going to get anywhere. And you're just going to live off this illusion that it's going to come to you. So in his video, he tells you how to hit reality, faceplant reality and be like, you won't become successful. You're lazy, you drink, you smoke, you chase women, you have not mastered yourself, you don't even know yourself, you watch porn, you um waste time, you don't have any faith. It's just these things where you dig apart yourself and you realize, wow, I'm not deserving of this. I'm not worthy of this. I won't reach this level or this potential that I believe in myself. I won't get there yet. The version of me right now can never reach that. Me right now is so held back because I haven't yet made the choices of letting go of that stuff and working towards a version of me that will get that dream job, that dream girl, that dream house, that dream car. It's just you right now will never see that lifestyle because you're not determined, you're not driven, because you're too comfortable with this version of yourself. And when I realized that, especially in the last 2 days where I thought I lost my job and I was stressing about my car bill, my life, my love life, I was thinking, what is gonna happen? And when I was thinking of what's gonna happen, what did I start doing? Panicked. I picked up my camera. I had this sense of urgency now that hey, it's no longer a matter of can I make it, but I will make it. It's either I die, but in my natural instincts, I will live. I will not die in this. I will not surrender to death. I will drive myself to the point of exhaustion to reach, to be able to pay my bills, to be able to live another day. And I felt that these past 2 days losing my job, and I never felt like that because I've been too comfortable with what I have right now. I never had that. I never gave myself that sense of urgency. Urgency is such an important tool that I didn't know I needed because I haven't felt that sense of urgency in a while. I felt it when I was 18. I felt it when I was 19. But being 21 and having some money in the bank, having a car now, having friendships and relationships, my dreams have been put on pause, and my sense of urgency has not been there. I haven't had that desire to find a way. Because many times you're like, I'm thinking of like, there's no way I could do YouTube and trading and learn how to trade because I'm still new. I'm still a neophyte. Even though I could do what I could do, I'm still learning every day about myself and I'm still learning about the markets. So being a neophyte and and not having that sense of urgency, right? And then wanting to do YouTube, it just felt like I can't pick. I can't do both. I gotta pick one or the other, right? And I only feel like that because I haven't put it in my mind that I'm gonna do both no matter what. I'm gonna do both to the point of that exhaustion and to the point of I won't let death get the best of me. It's that urgency, and I never known urgency until the last 2 days, and now that's why I'm here. That's why I'm speaking to you because I'm putting that urgency in myself. I'm saying, do you really want to work with Carl? Do you really want to deal with him for another year? Do you really want to see what's gonna happen the next year and the next year? Maybe next year I'll be good at trading. Maybe next year I'll have enough money to then do this thing. Maybe next year I'll have the time. Maybe next year then I'll start thinking of doing this other thing. You're pushing it too far because your sense of urgency isn't there. And now realizing how important that is, I now know that it's not just urgency, it's also your determination. I am determined to do both YouTube and trading. And I'll find a how in there. Because a lot of times is I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't think there is a way to do both. The only reason you believe that, the only reason you have that mindset and attitude is because you don't have that determination in you. You gotta be determined that I don't care, rain or hail, I'm going to be able to do YouTube and trading all at the same time. Both at the same time, I'm gonna do it no matter what, no matter how many hours it takes, no matter how many no's I have to say to my friends, no matter how many hours I have spent in this fucking room losing my mind. I'm going to do both. And I'm going to find a how to in the middle. God Himself will give me the answer on how to find out how to do it in the middle. So many times it's like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. And that's stopping me. I don't know how to do it. Once I know how to do it, then I'll do it. And that pushes it further and further and further away. It's having that determination of, I'm gonna do it even without a how to do it. I'm gonna do it without even having that how to do it. And somewhere in the middle of me doing it and failing, I will find a how to do it. God Himself is going to give me that how to do it. And that's how I'm going about this year. Because last year, all I said was, I'm going to focus on the trading and I'm going to find my model, I'm going to find my system, and then I'll do the YouTube. I can do both. And how do I know? Because during that time of me saying I was going to focus on trading, I was chasing after women. I was chasing after this girl. I was dating this other girl, and it just took up a lot of my time. And when I was in that relationship, I was so unhappy. I was so unhappy because I knew that I was cheating myself of doing this. Because I knew I had enough time. And a lot of the time, and every single day I would say, yeah, but then work gets in the way, or it's gonna mess up the rhythm I have right now with waking up early, looking at the charts, and guess what? I wasn't even waking up early. I just didn't have that determination and that urgency. Determination and urgency. That's what I want you to be left with. That's what I want you to leave with this video. Be determined and have urgency. Have urgency to be determined. Because during that time when I was with that girl, right? Um, I spent hours on the phone with her till 2 a.m., till 3 a.m. And I would like go to my bathroom, brush my teeth, and I would look in the mirror. And I was so disgusted in myself because I knew it. Because there was nights where it was like 9 or 10, and I was taking notes, and I was back testing, and I was like, man, I can't do it anymore. I'm too tired. I'm too sleepy. I just can't right now. I just can't. I didn't have that sense of determination. I didn't have urgency. So I would go bed like around 11. I would go bed at 10. And then when I would talk to this girl till 2 a.m., sometimes even 3, I would look at myself in the mirror and be like, wow, I'm too tired. I need to go bed. I need to wake up early. And yet you spent no, not 2 hours. You spent hours till 2 a.m., till 3 a.m. sometimes on the phone call with a girl. You just didn't have determination. That was it. You weren't hungry enough. And even till this day, I'm realizing I am not hungry enough. Because if I was hungry enough, there won't be an excuse like, how will I do it? There's no questioning on, can it be done? You get it done. You find a way and you push even when you can't see or have that way. You don't have that entry. You're gonna make that door and you're gonna walk through it. And that's where I am right now. And that's my mindset going forward into this, you know. Um, with that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.